I took on a remodeling company in Omaha called New Look Omaha. When I pulled up their Google business profile for the first time, I saw the problem immediately. They were listed as general contractor. 2 weeks after that, we fixed that and a few more things on the profile. They had 2 extra inbound calls from Google search alone that fast. I want to show you exactly what we changed and how you can do this yourself, because there's a shift happening right now in how Google decides who shows up for these remodeling searches. And if your profile isn't set up for it, your website won't save you. So the remodeler is getting the consistent calls right now. They're not the ones with the best websites. They're the ones who figured out that Google stopped showing websites first. For years, the advice was the same. You got to build a website, get it ranked, wait for phone calls. That worked when Google's search results were mostly links. But look at what Google shows now when someone searches bathroom remodel near me. The first thing they see isn't a website, it's a map with 3 businesses on it. That map pack sits above everything else on the page. So take a look at New Look Omaha's profile when I first got access to it. Their primary category was set to general contractor. Now here's the thing, they do general contracting work, but when someone in Omaha searches for a bathroom remodel, which is what they want to do more of, Google scans every profile in the area and asks, who is actually a bathroom remodel? A profile that says general contractor doesn't actually answer that question, so Google skips it. The reason this matters is that Google ranks based on category match first, because Google wants to give its customers the best experience. Imagine if you searched for like Cheese Whiz and then a bunch of cars pull up, right? Like, it's not relevant. The customer of Google is now having a bad experience. So category match matters. So if your category is too broad, you're competing against every general contractor in your city for a search term that none of you are specifically optimized for. So you're not losing because your work is bad. You're losing because Google doesn't know what you do. So go into your Google business profile right now, click edit profile, then business category. Look at what your primary category says. If it says general contractor and you do mostly kitchen remodels, change it to kitchen remodeler. If it's bathroom work, change it to bathroom remodeler. Pick the one service that you do most and own that category first. That single change is honestly going to get you more calls than anything else in this video. So go do that right now and then come back, because it is the biggest deal. All right, so a little bit of context here. Google's local ranking used to run on 3 things: how close you are, how many reviews you have, and how relevant your category is. That was the game for a long time. But Google rolled out an AI layer on top of that system, and it changed what relevant actually means. So let's dive into that for a second. I want to show you something. Type bathroom remodel fast into Google right now. Not just bathroom remodel or near me, but bathroom remodel fast, or bathroom remodel that is fast, or something like that. Look at who shows up in the top 3. Now go to AI mode. Now click into one of those profiles and read the reviews. You'll probably find the word fast somewhere in there, or quick turnaround, or something that mentions like finished ahead of schedule. It's not a coincidence. Google's AI is scanning the text inside reviews and profiles, matching the words in the search to the words in the listing. So if your reviews say like great work and nothing else, you're invisible to something that says something other than great work. So the way to think about it is this: your Google business profile is now a document that Google reads. Every review, every service description, every post you publish is a line of text that AI can match against a certain search phrase. The more specific that the text is, the more searches you show up for. So a profile that says, "we do remodeling," doesn't really match anything. A profile with reviews that say they finished our master bathroom in 11 days and the tile work was perfect, and also the primary category was bathroom remodeler, you can kind of see why that would show up for bathroom searches, right? So after your next completed job, ask your customer to mention one specific detail in their review: the room they remodeled, how long it took, one thing they were happy with. That's it. One specific sentence from like a real customer is worth more than 10 generic 5-star reviews. All right, real quick, if you would rather have us set this all up for you in one go without charging dumb monthly costs, click the link in the description and apply. We'll reach out real quick, follow all, drink our own Kool-Aid there. We'll reach out real quick and tell you if we can help. If we can't help, we'll give you a whole bunch of free stuff. If we can help, we'll let you know when we find a time to chat. So diving back into it, when New Look Omaha came on as a client, and their profile had the basics: good name, phone number, category, but basics isn't what gets you into the top 3. The profile that ranks has a specific set of signals that Google knows if the business is active, legitimate, and exactly what the searcher is looking for. Emphasis on active here. So I want to give you the actual checklist that I run on every single client. Go ahead and pull up your profile right now and follow along. This first thing has been changed by AI a little bit, so if you don't have this category, just skip this for now. But the first one is called services. You want 10 to 20 services listed, and they need to be specific. So not just remodeling or kitchen remodel or bathroom remodel. We want them to be services inside of your category. So if you're a bathroom remodel, look up like tile cleaning and all the different things inside of what a bathroom remodel is. Don't just start listing all the different types of remodeling again. That's the trap. We want services that are inside of your category. That's how you stay super relevant. Next is you want NAP consistency. Stands for name, address, and phone number. And they need to be actually identical on the Google Business Profile and the site, not similar. So if your Google Business Profile says New Look Omaha LLC, then your site needs to be New Look Omaha LLC. Google's gonna cross-reference this to check you. Think about like you're going through TSA at the airport. If they find irregularities, they're gonna throw you in that big white room and ask you a bunch of questions and interrogate you. Or in Google's sense, they're not gonna give you any leads. Third thing you need is photos, and you're gonna need at least 20 of them. And let's talk about the type of photos, because a lot of people just go and AI generate some. We want actual before and afters, actual job site photos, actual finished rooms, and pictures of your crew, because these are going to be the people that are coming in to change somebody's house. That's a big deal. Fourth is you're gonna need to post. So once a week, publish an update to the profile, something personal, right? Message from the founder, something like a quick update from the team, or maybe a project you completed. And you just clicked on the little post button. They're also called updates. And then the last piece is kind of something nerdy from an SEO perspective. You need to have citations. And these are listings on other directories like Yelp, Houzz, Angie, the BBB, stuff like that, where your business name, address, and phone number actually appear. So the more consistent citations you have, it's the more Google actually trusts you, because a bunch of other sites are talking about you. You can get these from Fiverr for like $100 total. So the reason this all works together is that Google is trying to answer one question. Is this a real, active freaking business that does exactly what this person's searching for? Every item on that checklist is a piece of evidence that answers yes. A profile missing half of these isn't just incomplete, it's completely unconvincing. So the homework from the video, you might want to go and just like do everything right now and like just change everything. That's actually a negative signal to Google. It's like you're reestablishing your entire business. So pick 2 things on that list your profile's missing, not all of them, 2. Add your services this week or upload 5 real job photos. That's enough to start moving. And then over time, add the rest. That way we're not freaking Google out by changing everything at once. Now that we've talked about the Google Business Profile, I wanna lock in on what the website's actual job is. So here's where the website actually fits into this. Someone searches bathroom remodel Omaha. They see the map pack. They click on New Look Omaha's profile. Yes, SEO complete. Maybe it's yours. They see your photos, they see your reviews and your category, and some of them will call you right then and there, but some of them won't, because they don't trust you yet. So they click the link to your site instead of the call button. That's the moment the website has to do its job. So look at what New Look Omaha's review situation looked like before we got involved. I'll pull this back to the website in just a second. They were getting about 2 reviews a month. And after we put a follow-up system in place, that went to 15 a month, 15 reviews a month. Now here's the thing. These reviews live on the Google Business Profile, but when someone lands on the site, they need to see that same social proof again, because the website's where the doubt lives. So take the Google Business Profile reviews and actually integrate them on your site. There's a whole bunch of apps that do this, or you can just use like Claude Code and plug them in there. It's really quite easy. So the website's job is to not generate business, it's to close business, or otherwise known as removing doubt. So someone on your site is asking one question: can I trust this person to come into my home and do good work for a good price? Reviews answer that. Before and after photos answer that. A real case study. Here's the project, here's what we did, here's what it looked like, here's what it looked like when we finished. Answers that better than anything else on the page. So that's huge. Next, contact information. A clear phone number at the top of every page answers that. An FAQ that addresses actual questions. That answers that. How long does it take? Do you handle permits? What's the payment schedule? That all answers that. So open your website right now and scroll to the homepage. If you don't see a review in the first scroll, add one right now. If you don't have a single before and after photo on the site, pull up your last job and put it up there as a full page case study. The website doesn't need to be rebuilt or completely destroyed. It just needs to confirm what the Google Business Profile already promised. Because when one person says something, you kind of trust him. When 2 people say something, you trust a little bit more. Google Business Profile, site. Now, to kind of prove that all this is a thing and kind of to understand what you need to do in your local market to actually succeed, we needed to perform a top 3 audit. So go to Google and search your primary service in your city. Look at the top 3 businesses in the map pack. Click into each profile, count their reviews, look at how recent they are, check their photos, look at their primary category. It's a big deal that we actually look at what's working, because of course we're watching this YouTube video and you're getting some good information from me, but what's working in your market might be a little bit different. So let's do a quick audit. So I want to show you what New Look Omaha's market looks like right now. So when we pulled up the map pack for their primary keyword in Omaha, the top 3 profiles had consistent, like recent reviews, complete service lists, regular photo uploads, so fairly competitive. SEO people have definitely been on this. Well, we took New Look Omaha from 2 reviews a month to 15. Their profile went from bare to complete, and within 30 days of getting their profile dialed in, they had 2 extra SEO calls. Not calls that they paid ads for, 2 calls that just called them. Calls that came directly from Google search, not ads, not referrals. So the gap between where they were and where the top 3, it wasn't talent, it wasn't reputation, it was just profile completeness and review velocity. So the reason that the top 3 hold their position is that they're feeding Google new signals constantly. New reviews with specific language, new photos from recent jobs, new posts showing active work. Google reads all of it, and it keeps them relevant. A profile that was complete 6 months ago, but hasn't been touched since, is slowly losing ground to the one that posted an update last Thursday. And again, it's the same with our friends. If you talk to a friend 6 months ago versus a friend yesterday, well, one might be a better friend than the other, but also it's just more relevant. You remember their conversation better, right? It's the same thing with Google Business Profiles. So here's the situation. I want you to search your primary keyword in your city right now, and I want you to look at the review count of the number 3 ranked business, just the number 3, not 2 or 1. That's your target. Figure out how many reviews you need to get there, and then divide it by 90 days. That's how many reviews you need to get per month or per day to close the gap in 3 months. Set that as your only metric for the next 90 days. Reviews, complete your profile, and some weekly posts. If you want to see the entire system we use to rank you at the top of Google fast, then click here, where I show you exactly how it works and how you can use it to get to your business on the first page of Google and actually finally start getting phone calls from Google SEO.